Hello Marvel fans and welcome back to Nerd Doc. In this video we're going to be discussing the full Black Panther Wakanda Forever plot leak and credible rumors that have been spreading for a little while now. While we haven't seen the film and these are still just rumors, we're going to give a spoiler warning anyway because there's a good chance some or all of this is true. As with any rumors we discuss on this channel, take everything with a grain of salt. However, just like our daily Instagram posts, we almost always focus on rumors from reliable sources that have very good track records. No insider is ever 100% accurate, but there's a good chance most of the information in this video is correct. There are chapter timestamps so you can jump around the video as you like, and if you have any questions or thoughts about the plot leak and rumors, leave a comment below. With all those disclaimers out of the way, let's get right into the plot. The major plot points that have been reported by multiple sources and are most likely to be accurate are that Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, develops a device that can find vibranium deposits. This leads to mining for vibranium on the ocean floor, which disturbs Namor and Talocan and prompts the war with Wakanda. The second big plot point that's been reported by a number of sources is concerning the succession of T'Challa and the Black Panther title. Throughout the film, multiple characters will don Black Panther suits, but by the end of the film, M'Baku will be the new Black Panther. However, Nakia is pregnant with T'Challa's son, meaning there is an heir to the throne. We don't know if the son will be named Azari like in the comics, but since the mother is Nakia instead of Storm, he could potentially have a different name. Those are the rumors that have the highest probability of being accurate. Now let's move on to the full plot leak. As you might expect, the movie starts with T'Challa's funeral. He ends up dying of an illness, but this scene is just as much dedicated to Chadwick Boseman as it is to T'Challa. Riri Williams will start off at MIT where she befriends Shuri before heading to Wakanda. We'll also see Namor's birth in the year 1500 and be introduced to his parents and Talocan, which is about the closest you can get to a version of Atlantis in the Mayan culture, which is the MCU version of the Atlanteans from the comics. Shuri refuses to take the throne after T'Challa passes, which means that Ramonda will remain as the Queen Regent. Using Riri's device, an undercover agent posing as Riri's MIT teacher locates vibranium in Antarctica and the Atlantic Ocean. The drilling and explosions that follow damage Talocan and kill some of its inhabitants. Namor goes to Wakanda demanding the technology needed to repair Talocan, but he also wants to use the technology to conquer other kingdoms. It's at this point that Namora and Atuma capture Riri, which causes Okoye and Nakia to chase after her throughout a good portion of the film. While they eventually rescue her, it's not before Riri makes her own suit of armor out of wrecked cars. They end up taking Riri back to Wakanda, which is when Namor decides to invade the country. Namor floods all of Nigeria, killing thousands, including Queen Ramonda. This is when Shuri becomes distraught and ends up creating a synthetic vibranium heart-shaped herb, allowing Riri, Okoye, Nakia, Anika, and M'Baku to all have Black Panther-like suits as they prepare to engage Namor and the Talocans. Shuri ventures to the astral plane to get advice from T'Challa, but instead runs into Killmonger. He's remorseful for his actions and teaches Shuri how to become a Black Panther. This is the only Killmonger scene in the entire movie. In the final battle, Namor squares off against Shuri, Okoye, and M'Baku, while Nika fights against Atuma, and Nakia and Riri take on Namora. Shuri eventually defeats Namor as a new Black Panther, but ends up passing the mantle on to M'Baku. Shuri goes back to her science lab while M'Baku becomes king of Wakanda. One post-credit scene features Dr. Doom, who sent in Lucia von Bardas as the undercover teacher at MIT. In the comics, Lucia is the Prime Minister of Latveria, serving under Dr. Doom. This is supposed to be Lake Bell's character. In addition, supposedly Doom does not have any speaking lines during this scene. The other post-credit scene shows Nakia pregnant with T'Challa's son and Wakanda going on a mission to Antarctica to get the vibranium located there. But the Thunderbolts are sent by the US for the same reason. This incomplete Thunderbolts team features John Walker from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Yelena from Black Widow, and Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Our take on all of this is that most of it is accurate. We had heard that Val is supposed to recruit someone, which isn't indicated in this leak, unless Ghost is shown being recruited before the Thunderbolts are sent to Antarctica. This also doesn't explain whose soldiers are attacking the Wakandans in the trailer, but the assumption is that it's the US military, who also send in the Thunderbolts in the post-credits scene. We're also a bit skeptical of Ramonda dying since it's only the second Black Panther movie, but it's not completely out of the question. So what are your thoughts on this plot leak? Do you think it's accurate? If not, which parts are wrong? Let us know in the comments below. We'll have full coverage of Wakanda Forever just before it releases in November, but for now, that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves Marvel and Black Panther.